There have been more school shootings per year in America than any other country in the world. Until 2016, Florida law allowed judges to use the death penalty if there was a majority vote from jurors. In 2017, Florida abolished this law and now requires a unanimous vote to impose this sentence. Recently, the Parkland shooter, who killed 17 people at a Florida high school, received a vote of 9-3, with 75% of jurors supporting his execution. However, because of this law requiring a unanimous vote, he will receive a life sentence and not the death penalty. This decision has caused a lot of anger and backlash from the victims' families. We spoke to NHS students, staff, and a local lawyer to hear their opinions and learn more about the situation.
One of the things that every state has to do, because it's required by the Constitution, is that the jury has to be able to weigh what they call mitigating factors against aggravating factors. The mitigating factors are the issues about the person, their background, who they are, and then also the nature of the offense against the aggravating factors, which are the things that make the crime awful. And every one of these crimes is awful. So that's required by the Constitution. But then the way that gets carried out by each state is different. And the Constitution really just creates a baseline. And then states above that are allowed to carry out the death penalty in the way they want.
Do I think the death penalty should be allowed? I think I have mixed feelings about it, honestly. I feel like since this guy killed 17 people, I think he should receive a worse consequence in life. I feel like death is just not necessary because it's like, it doesn't help anything. It just kills him. Like, it's like over. Like, he doesn't know what to do right next time.
Do I think the death penalty should be allowed? I think saying no to anything just outright, I think is a bad idea. So maybe there should be extreme situations that it should be allowed. So I wouldn't say it should be completely outlawed. So does the Parkland shooter deserve the death penalty? If there's going to be someone that did, I would say it would be someone like that.
Personally, I don't support the death penalty as an entire system because I think it is very unfair because you can see that most white men that are inmates don't get the death penalty as much as black and brown inmates do. So I think the system as a whole is very unfair, determining on race and gender and class. In a state like Florida, where the death penalty is allowed, the statistics were 9-3. 9 people voted to get the death penalty, and only 3 people voted for the life sentence. And I think you need the majority to vote for the death penalty in order for it to be allowed. And I don't agree with the Parkland shooter only getting 1 life sentence for killing 17 people. I think he should have gotten a harsher punishment.
I believe that the death penalty constitutes cruel and unusual punishment, and it should be banned in the United States. So in the context of the Parkland massacre, I understand the perspective, especially the anger from the community, from the parents, in that the death penalty was not imposed. I can understand that, and it goes back to my understanding of the Constitution.
Thanks for watching. To find out more about the death penalty, visit deathpenaltyinfo.org. See you next week.